Okay, good morning. Part two, I guess. This one might take a little bit longer, but it might be part 2 of 3 at this point. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm not super happy with what I had to do to these things, but this is what I'm doing just for these two. So I've got these sanded in here, these little spacers flat. So now I've got a smaller gap, and you'll be able to see when this sits in here like this with that epoxy, and when I pin it, going to sit in here like that. Now, of course, I'll even up the blanks and stuff. And then what I'll do is I'll come back and I will sand all this flush on both sides. And there'll be 3 pins on each one of these. So this is some kind of redwood. I'm not exactly sure what it is. This one's mine. I got worse gaps through here. Whatever. This one will be for you. This one came out really, really clean when you put these together. I mean, there's it's hardly any light through there. I mean, actually, you really can't see any of it. And when I epoxy it, you won't see anything when it comes to that. So I'll clamp it together really good. I'm probably going to heat treat it to about here after it's put together. I thought about doing the whole thing, but I really don't have the equipment to do that. I want to use my torch to do it and then quench it so it's hardened. But I want to get this put together first. The other smaller handles, I got a different idea of how I'm going to do these. I think I got different plans for these, so I'll finish those up on another video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get these marked. I'm going to get them in place, and I'm going to start drilling some holes, get things clamped together, finish the holes. I bought brass rod. I bought 1/8 inch, 3/16 and quarter. I'll probably do the quarter on these bigger ones, just because they're bigger, on these here. And then I'll get the handles all epoxy together, and then I'll clamp them all, and that'll pretty well be it for this project today until those things all dry up. So I'll probably do that inside, but I'll do the videos of drilling the holes and getting all that stuff together. Okay, so I bought 1/4 inch brass rod. These are only drilled out to, I think it was 1/8. That's what I'm going to use on the smaller ones. But I'll drill these out to 1/4, and then I'll cut all of them down that I need to on the bandsaw. So that's 1/4. And then what I'll do is I'll take this one, I'll set it here, hold it in place. Actually, I'll probably use a little bit of double-sided tape, which I have in my pocket because it's 9 degrees out, so I'm trying to keep it warm. I'll stick it on here, drill those holes, and I'll probably double stick this to it also, just so the holes, line up where they need to be. And then I'll move on to the other one. So I got those all drilled. I really need to do something about my drill bits. I got so many drill bits and so many of them are not very sharp, but it goes through the wood just fine, but metal just kills them. So I try to sharpen them, and I don't know, there's an art to it that I just don't have yet. So anyway, I'm going to do the whole double-sided tape thing with these things here and the wood, which I put over there, and I'll come back and show you what those things look like, and we'll get those things drilled up. So, double-sided tape, pretty much a bust out here. It's freaking cold. I can't get the film off the back of it. You'd think that this side would be sticky as you unroll it, but it's not. So, that's not working out very well. So, when all else fails, you got the hot glue gun. What I'll do is, I'll put these together. I'll make sure the ends are even, because that's kind of how they got cut. And then, I think that's how they got cut anyway. Even as I can get them anyway, because I'll fix all that later. Hot glue them together on the ends so they don't move. And then I will hot glue this guy into here on the edges. And then I'll be ready to go in there and drill the holes through both of them. So I'm going to clean up some of this glue on that part. There's a little bit here. I'll grab the chisel and clean those up a little bit, and then I'll hot glue everything together. Okay, so these are hot glued together. Of course, it's all temporary. If I make a catch, they're going to come flying off. Well, they'll come off anyway, but I'm going to hold everything as tight as I can just to get those holes drilled. Then I'll come back with the chisel right here, kind of clean all that up, bust that off of there, because this is all going to get sanded down. You can see where those blades go. That's all going to get cut down to that point. So anyway, I will bring these back over to the drill press, and I'll drill those out. Okay, 3 holes. I'll take this back over to the table. You can kind of see kind of the shape. Of course, it's not the shape, but you understand the length anyway. I'll take these back over to the other table. I'll break these apart, put it back on the sander, and make everything smooth again. Then I'll go cut those brass pieces. All right, so basically, I'm just going to show you how I do one because I need to make 6 of them, but this thing obviously goes all the way forward. And I only need about 1.25 inches. I need 6 of them at 1.25 inches. So what I'll do is, my head's probably in the way, but I'll bring this bandsaw down. And that's way too big. So I'm in the way, I know it. Just start moving it, measuring off of the blade when it's down, because that's where it's going to go through. I could use a hacksaw, but I'm lazy. I got this thing, so you tighten it up. Actually, what I'm going to do though, well, that's as far as that goes forward. This thing adjusts depending on the size of the piece with this, but I can't go any more forward with it. That's all I got because it's designed to give me a throat that big. And you know what? That's not going to work because apparently my bandsaw is off its track. So I'll fix that and I'll come back and show you. Well, I'm not sure what was going on there. It was on the track. I think it's just so cold out here. You can see oil and stuff. I think it's just it just got stuck. I opened up the case and rotated the bands, and now it seems to be going. So I'll cut the one, and then I'll cut the other 5, and I'll only show the one though. Real quick, that's 1. I'll do 5 more. Okay, so I got the 6 of those cut. I'm not going to show you, but I'm just going to kind of round these off, get those sharp edges off, but you know, they'll fit everywhere I need them to fit, all the way through there. I'll take them in the house, and the epoxy is sitting in there, so I'll bring the camera in there and show you what I do for that. I'll bring some clamps in there, a piece of glue. I'll bring the clamps in there, and I'll put all this together inside. So anyway, it's like I said, it's really cold out here, so it'll take forever to dry. I'll use that 5-minute epoxy on this thing, clamp it real tight, and these will be done till well, probably tomorrow. So I'll bring it inside and I'll just zip through that. Like I'll do it, but I'll videotape it. But I probably won't talk. I'll just do it really fast as I'm going. Okay, so next stop is we'll just let these things sit overnight and let them drip out whatever they need to drip out, and then tomorrow I'll go and start shaping them, I guess. After these two are done, I learned quite a bit. I'll mess with the smaller ones, but I think I'm going to make those handles round and insert them into the handles. So, okay, well, I'll get back with, I guess we'll look at this again tomorrow. All right, bye.